folks, my name is Mark and this is UCD Videos, and today we're looking at the Atari Flashback 2. So I guess last week we looked at the Flashback 1, and then I got this in the mail the other day, so this is the Flashback 2. And for those of you that don't know, this was a plug-and-play style game system that came out in around 05 or 06, right around there. It's a follow-up to the Flashback, of course. And this one, from what I've been told, one of our kind viewers informed me that while the first one was actually the first Flashback was actually a Famiclone on the inside. Did not even know that. It had the NOA chip on the inside and the game's reports. This one actually has architecture similar to the Atari 2600, so this is actually like a genuine, well, pretty close to a genuine Atari 2600 today, which is pretty fascinating. I didn't even know that. You know, I didn't know that the first one was actually a Famiclone. That's funny. Anyway, so let's check it out. Now, the difference being that this particular system has 40 games built in, while the other one only had like 25. So there's the front. You know, we have some people hanging out, game, you know, footage. Very nice, racially diverse group there. Built-in 40 games. And this particular example has a little bit of shelf wear if you look at the sides here, but that's alright. I mean, I bought it used, you know. The other one I bought new in the store. This one I actually got like from eBay. So games that defined a generation. Importante. If seal is broken, check before accepting. Okay. Let's look at the games that we got here. These are just a few of them, I take it. That's not all 40. Some various. Here's all the classic ones: Asteroids, Pitfall, Centipede, Yars' Revenge. These are actually the games that should have been in the first one, I guess. But from what I understand, the first one was kind of rushed. So they made a, you know, Flashback 2, and this was like the originally what it was supposed to like intended to be. So what other crap do we have? River Raid, Pong, Combat, Outlaw, Lunar Lander. What else? Haunted House, Space Duel, Millipede, Hangman, Atari Climber, Fatal Run. Never played that. Yars' Revenge, Radar Lock. No idea what that is. Secret Quest. Never heard of that. Aquaventure. Never heard of that. Never released games, and more. I'm not really sure which ones have not ever been released, but we'll find out. Okay. So let's bust it open. Right? I really gotta invest in like a real tripod here. There's no awesome Atari.com sticker on this one. That's too bad. Oh, let's see. We got the same kind of plastic deal that was on the first one. Is this one taped there also? No, it isn't. Yeah. See, this one's used, so somebody took the tape off. Anyway, let's open that up with my one hand. There we go. Here's our manual. And I see the styling here is a little closer to the old school 2600. You know, you got that those vertical lines going across here. And here's all of our buttons: power, reset, left, right, difficulty, select, kind of like just like the old school 2600s had. That's kind of cool. That's pretty small, little compact little unit. I can dig that, you know. Here's where your controller's going, left, right. What's this? Color, black and white TV. that's a blast from the past, huh? Color, black and white. That's wow. Well, I guess it's authentic hardware, huh? Pretty cool, pretty cool. And I noticed the little thing is smaller. The AC adapter is a lot smaller this time, but it still says caution in big ass letters, like you need to kill yourself. And let's see, no pause button. You know, that's too bad. But these actually look pretty authentic. Yeah, they feel authentic too. They've even got the rubber thing on it, so it's like, you know what? Actually, not really. These controllers actually feel a lot tighter than old school Atari controllers. You know, like if you get original, I mean, it's not because they're old. It's because they're always like this. I distinctly remember this from being like 6, 7, 8 years old. Old school Atari controllers were always sort of sticky. They were always sort of like, and you weren't sure if it was actually moving that way or go up, go down, go left, you know. And you can feel like you can hear the rubber squeaking and shit. Like I remember that from like fucking 25 years ago. These aren't doing that. This is actually I can feel how accurate it is. So that's kind of cool. And I wonder if this actually works on the old hardware. It looks like it does. I mean, it's got the same pins, so pretty neat. Cool. So I do kind of like the other. If you watched my other flashback video, I kind of like the other 78 style ones better myself. Plus those they were just awesome looking. But yeah, this is a little more, you know, nostalgia, blast of the past kind of thing. So I can dig it. Here's your manual, bunch of crap that comes with it. Blah 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 blah. Specifications, troubleshooting, descriptions of all the different games. No screenshots. That's okay. Aquaventure. Never heard of that. That's a prototype. There we go. Aquaventure is a prototype. Atari Climber is not a prototype. Yard's Revenge, Pitfall, Radar Lock, Hangman. See, my thing with these, this is why I don't really buy things like this very much. I mean, I got these because these are actually kind of cool, but it's got 40 games on it, right? The thing is that Atari games are like 4K each. I mean, they're ridiculously small. Like, every single like Atari game ever comes to like 50 megs. You know what I mean? Like, they're really like tiny. They could have put like all of them on here, and you know what I'm saying? Like, they could have put like their entire game library on this, and it wouldn't even be like a gigabyte, you know. So don't tell me that they couldn't. And that's kind of why, I mean, why I never really go for these things very often. You know, it's because they're kind of a rip-off. I mean, especially when it comes to the classic games, you know, like. But I don't know. But this is actually kind of looking pretty neat. I mean, I like the hardware. You know, I mean, of course, you know, it should have fucking 500 games in it instead of, you know, 40. But that's okay. Flashback 2. What do we got on the back here? Just a bunch of label. Flashback 2. Atari Incorporated Interactive. But I don't know. So it looks pretty neat. Let's fire it up and see what we got. Okay, folks, so there it is on my TV screen, and kind of like the other one, it actually looks pretty good. So let's see here. We actually got them grouped up depending on genre: adventure, arcade favorites, space station, skill and action zone, adventure territory. Let's try this. Adventure 2, Haunted House, Return to the Haunted House, Secret Quest, Wizard. Never actually played Wizard. What is this? Let's go select. Okay. Whoa! What's going on here? What is this? I don't know what that is. So is this kind of like a mix between... Ah, shit! Kind of like a mix between Berserk and Wizard of War or something, right? And why can't I shoot? What's going on? Oh. Fucker. I've never played this before. I could get into this. I don't know. Ah! Shit! Why is he not dying? I shot his ass. Alright, whatever. Enough of that. Okay. Let's try... What's Space Station? Ooh, Caverns of Mars. This game rules. If anybody has not played this game, basically you're this thing up here, right? Well, I don't know what's wrong with my screen. Why is it doing that? Does it always do that? That's too bad. What? That was the fuel. Why did I die when it... Oh, I was supposed to shoot the fuel. Okay. Anyway, I used to have this back on the old Atari 800 computer, which was, me and my brother used to play this all the time. Basically, the farther down you go, the harder it gets, and it's, I don't know. In fact, after this video, I think I'm gonna play this for like a good hour or so. But yeah, this game rules if you've never played it. All right, let's try it. Now, is there a way I can just reset this without? Oh, okay. There's an actual reset button. All right, I'm turning it on and off. I'll reset it. Yar's Return, Yar's Revenge. I didn't know that there was a Yar's Return. What's Yar's Return? Never actually played this. What's going on here? Okay. I guess I'm not supposed to touch that. Alright. What's going on? What am I doing here? I have no idea what just happened. Whatever. Enough of that. Reset. No, reset. Ah, it doesn't it resets the game. It doesn't reset the console. Okay. What else we got here? Adventure, skill, and action. Tic-tac-toe. What? Whatever. Alright, let's try this. Atari Climber. What am I doing here? I don't know. You're not supposed to let that hit you. Alright. How am I supposed to get past that? What the fuck? I don't know. I mean, I guess, you know, your 2600, right? You have to... Whoa, shit! I mean, I guess it's kind of hard to come up with games that are playable on this kind of, Wait a minute. I'm at the top. Wait, that's not the game? I'm not supposed to go to the top? What do I do? What? Yeah, maybe this is why it's a prototype. Wait, that was it. Maybe I'm not supposed to understand. I don't know. So I'm not really supposed to climb anything. I'm just supposed to get that dot. Okay. Enough of that. Enough of that. Off. Okay, folks, we're back, and time to wrap this up. So anyway, we got to check out the console and look at a couple of games very briefly. So yeah, I could dig this, you know. Would I recommend getting one of these? Yeah, you know, I like it. I would definitely recommend it for people who are not hardcore 2600 collectors, but would like to sample the actual games that they have, because the games that are on here are some of the big top sellers. Of course, this is, you know, sans the fact that if you really want to, you can download the entire ROM set for, you know, I think it's like really easy to find, but you know, for people who don't want to go through that hassle and you know, you want to get a nice cool piece of hardware, I definitely go for something like this. Personally, I kind of like the styling of the Flashback 1 a little bit better than this. I mean, here they were going for the actual sort of old school wood grain kind of look, you know, it's even got the fake brown plastic wood hanging out here. Yeah, it's cool, but I really do like the first one better, you know, as far as the looks of the actual console. I mean, I like the first. Plus, I like the mini 7800 controllers better than. I mean, the thing is, these are pretty much identical to the old school ones that we used to have back in the day, but they actually control a little bit better. But besides that, my only really criticism of this and the first one and other machines like these is that, like I'm saying, they could have put way more games on it. They could have put all of the games on it. Like, they could have put every Atari 2600 game ever made on it. It would have fit on there. But whatever, you know, for what it is, it's actually pretty cool. So, I got this for $20. And I think you can find them loose for less than that, but I think it was about $25 because it's like still in the box and practically brand new, so not too hard to find still. And from what I understand, people actually have taken this unit and have hacked a cart slot into it and turned it into a fully functional 2600. Other people have taken it and done various things, and if you go to places like the Ben Heck forums and that kind of thing, they've done some really amazing things with these particular consoles, you know, like turning them into handhelds and that kind of thing. So it's, you know, anyway, folks, that is the Atari Flashback 2. Adios.